The fine people at NSABERS sent me a lightsaber for review, and when I got it, I noticed that the box seemed really light. So I opened it up, and immediately I noticed that one of the ends was torn, and that sometimes happens during shipping. So I open up the box and have a look at what's inside, and I look over everything, and the hilt is gone. Somebody stole the hilt during shipping. Somewhere, because it went through the States and then of course from China, and before it finally made it to Canada. So someone stole it, they ripped open the end of the box, then they taped the outer box, and you know, like I wouldn't notice, or the person receiving it wouldn't notice. So I did take pictures and I showed NSABERS and I said, bad news, look what happened. And of course, they are such a remarkable company that they sent me another one for review. It didn't cost me anything. And of course, those photos went to the shipping company, and I'm sure it's an insurance claim. But still, very disappointing that people, you know, steal on the job. You know, if this was a gift or something, you know, I could just imagine someone opening it up and then seeing that the hilt is gone. I did get the replacement, and I've checked it already. The box is completely intact, everything's inside. And this is the DARKSABER SE, so that's going to be a stunt edition. It's going to look similar to a replica, but it's not going to be an exact copy. And this is to keep the costs lower. So let's have a look at the DARKSABER SE by NSABERS. Greetings once again to all my Jedi and Sith companions. I'm your host, the Frugal Jedi, and if you remember, maybe you've watched another video. I hear you. I'm trying to get this video done though, so I might have to lock you in the bedroom. Yeah. Don't attack my microphone. You've seen Asha, except Asha is quite a bit bigger now, but he still thinks that he is just a little baby. He can just curl up and tries to sit on my shoulder. And he loves affection. And he's a very sweet cat. And his birthday is going to be on May the 5th, which is Revenge of the 5th. Because he is a little Sith. Aren't you? He also loves to play with lightsabers. When I'm testing him out, he'll chase the blade as I tap the floor when I'm doing tip drag. He's a sweetheart. Yeah. First of all, I'd like to give a big thank you to NSABERS for sending me this for review. This is a paid promotion. I didn't pay for it, but I'll give you my honest opinion, as I always do. And they sent this to me twice because of the whole stolen hilt thing, so they are such a great company to be working with and to buy from. They have tremendous customer support, and I've said this so many times already, but they take care of the customers so well, and they answer you quickly. They have a humongous selection of lightsabers on their site. It's a beautiful website. Everything's organized well, and the photos they use are just absolutely gorgeous. So this DARKSABER SE can come in 3 configurations. You can get it in baselit, meaning hollow blade. You can get NeoPixel, which is the one we're going to look at. And the NeoPixel is using SM Pixel V4 Pro. And you can also choose the Profi soundboard. Profi is the most advanced, and I do have a tutorial series out there, how to program it, how to add new blade styles and sound fonts, things like that. The price will depend on which one you choose, of course. So baselit will be the most affordable, and then you have your NeoPixel and your Profi will be the most expensive. And there are also 2 options for the blade. So you can get this with a round blade, like a standard lightsaber, or you can get it with the flat blade. And the one they sent me has a flat blade, and that's going to give it more of that, oh, okay, he's done. It's going to give it more of that DARKSABER look because it's flat with the edge on it, right? And the price for this one is $344.99 US. And I'll put the prices right here and you can kind of compare them. And of course, check out the website. I'll put a link in the description for you, and you can follow that link. It'll take you directly to the DARKSABER SE, as well as NSABERS official website as well. They usually have discount codes on the web, and sometimes they have 10 or 15%. Sometimes they have a wheel that you spin and you can get a really good discount or something like that. But if you can't find any discount codes, you can always fall back on mine, which is Frugal Jedi, and that discount code will give you 7% off your order. Shipping is free, and it usually takes around 2 weeks to ship to Canada, and the US would be pretty much the same. Now that you know where to get one and how much they cost, I'll point the camera down towards the table, start unboxing it, and show you everything it comes with.
Master Windu.
Tell me, is this training?
The Force, guide your weapon.
I'm trying, Master Yoda.
I am the Inquisitor.
Nice and responsive. Yeah, and look who showed up. You like the red blade, I know. I know. Flash on clash works well. Of course, the tip drag lights up, and you have your melt function. And you can quickly change your colors by pointing it down, twisting your wrist. And to change sound fonts, you hold the button down, twist your wrist. That's the fastest way.
Yoda.
And it has sensitive smooth swing, it has accent swings, and blaster blocks,
Volume low.
adjustable volume,
Mute. Volume high.
and of course blade styles
Hunter ignition.
and ignition. So there's a Hunter ignition. Now what I'm finding is that it's quite heavy. Like, you can really feel it in your wrist. Now this is not designed for fighting. If you're going against someone, you're going to definitely damage the end of this blade. So I would not hit this against someone else's saber. I guess it's cuddle time. I mean, geez. Yeah, I love you. You're not supposed to be up on the table, though. Now, what I notice is the blade, because of the way it's designed, it comes out perfectly straight. And a DARKSABER should have the blade kind of pushed down a little bit, so it should kind of, I'll get a little closer, it should kind of hang down here and then come out. It shouldn't be so flush like that. But I guess they decided to go with this because it's easy to manufacture, I guess. I don't know. It's not the end of the world. Now the hilt does look absolutely beautiful. You have all that etching on there. Now it doesn't have the two different colors because that would be a silver or a gray color with the black, but that's all right. You have your D-ring. And you can unscrew this bottom section, if I can here, because it comes apart in two spots. There we go. I'm going to show you. Okay, so there's your pommel. And inside is a screw. And you can, let's see if this is the right size. Nope, it's a little big. But I think I can just twist it and it'll come out. So what I want to show you is that you can, almost there, holy cow. There we go. And let's put that away so no one touches it. Okay, so you can take that bottom section of the pommel off. And what that does is it opens up holes for your, okay, cat.
I can feel your anger.
So once you take that bottom section of the pommel off, you have a look, that opens up the sound. And it makes it quite a bit louder. Just to show you the comparison here. You can hear it muffling a little bit. And then to charge it, you're going to unscrew the grip section. Now with this one, the micro SD card is tucked inside. It's hard to see. You can access it. You just have to remove the screw on the back right there. And then you'd have to also unscrew this button section like so. And then you could slide the cord down so you can access the micro SD if you want to add more sound fonts and music. And of course this works with the Force Park V2 app. Just trying to get the button back in here. There we go. It's always easier when you're having something in front of you and I'm not trying to show the camera and doing it like that. Okay, so Force Park V2, it's Bluetooth compatible and you can create new custom blade styles and you can change the settings, you can change the volume levels of the swing and the hum. You can basically do everything using the app, which is kind of nice. And I have tutorials on how to create blade effects using the Open Saber or Saber Open form, which is online. And I go through that and show you how to do that. Okay, I'm gonna just reattach this pommel section here. So I'm gonna unscrew that, drop the screw in, like so, and then kind of hold it with my, well, I'll start it first like that. There we go. Like, you don't really need to have a screwdriver for that. You can just hold it and tighten it, and it will tighten. Of course, it would be easier There we go. Tight. It would be easier if I did have the right type of Allen key, but it can be done. And then to charge it, same thing on the bottom here. Yeah, so you have USB-C right there. Now the way this is designed, you can't really hold it with two hands. For me, I find it difficult because my second hand slips off the bottom. Because of this piece here, my finger hits it, and so that's as high as my hand will go. So it's more of a one-handed style, and you're not going to be doing spins and fancy moves with this kind of blade because of the weight and the way the weight's distributed. Is that the right way to say that? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But because of the way it's designed, it's just almost impossible to do obi-anis and things like that. Also, if you're wanting to do really quick motions, it might be a little tricky because it's heavy. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate it. I'll try spinning it and slashing and doing some thrusts. See if I like it, see how comfortable it is, and then join me in the end for my final thoughts. I like the Force sound effects. This is Darth Sidious.
Now you will experience the full power of the dark side.
Very cool. And it's nice that you have tons of sound fonts. It's not just the one DARKSABER. And of course the colors. So now that I've had time to spin it around and play with it a little bit, what do I think of it? This is more of a display piece than something that is going to be used in combat, because it's definitely not going to be for combat. It's just heavy and it's hard to spin. But as a display piece, it's going to look really nice. I'll try to get it all in frame here. There we go. It'll look really nice displayed on a wall and then brought down once in a blue moon. Just to hold it, turn it on, admire it. Sound quality is beautiful. Even with the extra section on the bottom on covering the holes, it still sounds good. But yeah, like, I find that if you're going to be doing this for a while, you're going to be really working that muscle in your arm right there. I wish that they could have maybe designed the blade a little differently. Instead of having it coming out like this on the top. It should have been pretty much flat. So where it touches the black right there, that should have been going flat across, and the whole blade should have been down a little more. I'm going to recommend this saber to someone who wants something that looks like a Darksaber, but doesn't want to spend the outrageous price of getting the replica. This one does a pretty good job of capturing the same look. If you were to add some paint detail on here, it would even look more like the replica. If you're looking to buy your very first lightsaber, I would not recommend this one. I'd recommend something with a round blade, something that's a little longer and easier to hold. I think you'd have more fun with it. This is a very exclusive kind of design and use scenario. I don't want to ramble on for too long, so I'll wrap it up. Again, big thank you to NSABERS for sending this to me. Check out their website, nsabers.com. They have a humongous selection, and prices range from your beginner models all the way up to your fancy replicas. And you can get the replica of the Darksaber from nsabers.com. They have fantastic customer service, and you can use my discount code FrugalJedi for an extra 7% off. And if you have any more questions, drop them in the comment section and I'll do my best to answer you. Until next time, I have been your host, the Frugal Jedi. This is the Darksaber SE from NSABERS. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon.